Well, hello again, dear listeners, my children of the twilight hour. Come to see your road pal Jack for another tale, did you? I thought so. Well, come and sit by the fire and get warm. Do you know why I love the forest? The fresh air with just a hint of pine and cedar. The way the trees' shadows dance in the firelight at night. And the isolation. Almost making you feel like you're all alone. But, alas, that is not the case in the story I have for you tonight. Without further ado, Harvest Moon Jack presents to you the Geocache Killer. Please read to the end. Remember, no skipping to the end. You'll ruin the surprise. Now, what fun would that be? If you are reading this, congratulations! You found the geocache. Well done. You know, I must say I love the new treasure hunt style games the new generations have come up with. It seems nowadays everyone is much more adventurous, brave, and have this sense of invincibility. People literally go out to the middle of nowhere, quite often all alone. And for what? Just to find some little trinket? Not sure the reward outweighs the risk. But hey, to each their own, right? Besides, your generation knows more than mine, being woke and all. But I digress. Perhaps I'm just behind the times, as they say. You see, what amazes me is how much a decade or two can change things. If you were to tell someone 15 or so years ago about games like Geocache, or that people would be making millions by recording themselves playing video games, they would think you're crazy. Quite frankly, I myself still can't believe how much some people make just by recording themselves acting like a fool. Back when I was young, we did everything we could to keep our dignity and weighed the pros and cons of decisions at least halfway decent. Well, most of the time, anyway. That made my particular hobby much harder to do. But my, how the times have changed. By now, you're probably wondering what am I going on about, and what it has to do with you finding this geocache. Well, as you may have concluded, I'm not as young as I used to be, and I needed something to distract you just long enough to get behind you. Surprise. Well, if there's anything to be learned from this tale, I guess it would be to check your surroundings. Not that he's going to need that advice anymore. Alas, this is all the time I have for you tonight. The sun will be rising soon. So if you enjoyed this tale and you're listening on our YouTube channel, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. If you are listening on a podcast, please like and follow. If you have a tale for your old pal Jack, please leave it at harvestmoonjack87@gmail.com. And remember this, if you hear a sound in the middle of the night, Don't go investigating. Not all the creatures of the night are as friendly as your old pal Jack.